then we'll sign it. Okay. Thank you for coming today.
That's okay.
So I'll just read to you a little bit about my service that we provide. This is the My Future Design Career Counselling, and we provide career support to young people who are unsure about their career pathway. You'll learn effective ways on how to manage your career. I will assist you to access services to help you with your career pathway, and you'll be able to access further career counselling from guidance officers, national careers, or a professional career advisor. And there is support available anytime from our career service. What's going to happen in this agenda is that the time frame is going to be about 30 minutes. We'll discuss the main problems, we'll complete a questionnaire, and then we'll measure the level of your anxiety, and then we'll gather information about where you are in your career, and we'll create a My Futures account. Okay. All information will be kept electronically, and we'll put it up on electronically, and My Futures results will be kept as well, which you can have as well. Sharing information, it will be with with the information will be shared with my online learning advisor. Yes, cool. So, thank you for coming. Why do you think you've come to see me today?
About my career.
Yeah, cool. And how's that going for you?
At this rate, it's in the top of my mind, but I just feel like, me being, in my late 30s, in my early 30s, and having a family, I just think it's a bit too late to kind of have a career of my own. And so I obviously want a career, but no, if I can, put my mind to it, actually.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's always time, and it doesn't matter where you start on that journey. And 30's good. 30's still young, and you have a family. And it can be like that, like having a family. Where do you have any kids or?
I've got 2 kids.
Yeah.
So I have a 9-month-old and 11-year-old.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So obviously them going to school and having a newborn. I mean an infant. It's and trying to study at the same time or trying to find a career. It'll be a lot on my mind, like a lot to do.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can help you out today. So, you're saying that it's a lot on your mind, and I guess having kids and being at 30, do you find that you're thinking about this a lot? A lot?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think just making a progress in life for my kids' future as well. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Do you find that this, like, thinking about it and the concern, the problem about it, does it happen? Is it better in some places? Like, do you feel less concerned about it in places?
Yes, I do.
Where were those places? Where would it be?
I don't know. It's just always on my mind.
Yeah.
Of wanting to do it, but it's just I don't know. It's very I don't know. When I work, I work casual.
Yeah.
At the moment, and so even being at work and just thinking of wanting to change my career and what I'm doing now. It's just sometimes I feel like I can't do it, and sometimes I just need to put my mind to it, but it's just very hard to kind of get there.
Yeah. So what are you doing now?
I am I don't know what you call me. I don't know what I'll call my job.
Well, what do you do?
Well, I work for a church. They have their own pantry.
Yeah.
And it's just a community pantry where people come and shop, but at a cheaper price for their budget. And so just helping out the community and just stocking shelves and meeting new people, pretty much. So yeah.
And that's like obviously giving back to the community, and you enjoy doing that.
I do.
You can see that. Do you ever find that you feel worse about, like, at any time about, like, it just gets the constant thinking about it?
Yes, it does. Like, it's always on my mind. It's always on the back of my mind. Like, it's always where I'm working now, I just feel like I know I can do more. And help more people. And so I know, like, the career path that I want to go ahead and do, but it's just very hard to kind of think that I can actually do it or not.
Do you think there's anything that triggers that, that concern or the thought patterns or worry?
Yes. The study-wise, the workload, just having your family, going home to your family, going home, to be, look after your kids and, do your house chores and things like that. So you just got a lot to do. So, working and studying and everything, that's just a lot on your mind to do. And it's a bit of an overload on your mind, actually.
Yeah. So would you say that you're worried about, what's, that you're running out of time, or you're in your 30s and that you know?
Yeah, I feel like I'm running out of time. I think, I always think it's, too late to kind of, go down a career path with a family. And obviously it's not, but, in my mindset it is. Yeah.
What do you do to cope?
What do I do to cope? I just keep myself moving.
Keep busy.
I play sports. I go to the gym. And just home, eat, watch movies.
It's good. All right. So, talking about it being a concern for you, how does it make you feel? Do you find it makes you feel a certain way psychologically or emotionally?
Emotionally. And sometimes, like for me, I just, wish I started that career when, in being young, before having a family. And
have you noticed any behaviors that have happened, like something that you're doing more of or you're doing less of because you're concerned or you're worried about this?
No, not really. I know I'm doing a lot of I'm doing less of trying to keep myself active. That's what makes my brain kind of makes my brain work, like keep moving. But I know I've been like less active. Not attending to go to the gym or turning up to my sports game on a Tuesday night, and things like that. So
what you might be doing more of can be anything.
Just going home straight to bed.
Yeah. Sometimes when we're doing things like that, we're going to sleep, we're putting off things. Yeah. Any thoughts that might go through your head, like you were saying? Actually, you said it in the body part, in the emotion part. I wish I started when I was younger.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
Like, I thought of like actually believing in myself that I can actually do it.
Yeah. How has this impacted? Do you think it's like? Have you felt it like impacting your work or your family relationships?
No, it's not. It hasn't been.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of just push it aside. You know, and I just kind of think about it on my own, or while I'm working, or you know, out and about on my own. So I kind of just
Yeah. Sometimes when we're worried about things, or we will, we could do that pushing aside or going to sleep.
Yeah.
And it may have an impact, it may not.
Yeah.
How would you rate your fear or your worry about the future on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being not at all, and 10 being I worry about it every day. 5 being sometimes.
I'll put it as 8.
That's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, that's not cool. All right, I'm just going to ask you some questions about your career and the uncertainty and an anxiety questionnaire. So when we rate this, we'll go like 1 being it's got a 5-point scale. So strongly disagree to strongly agree, and I'll show it to you as well.
Okay.
I don't know what career best suits me. Strongly disagree or strongly agree?
Strongly agree. Oh wait.
So
Sorry.
I don't know what career best suits me.
Strongly disagree.
I often feel I have enough information to make a career choice.
Strongly disagree.
I feel like I'm studying and taking on activities without any sense of purpose or career direction.
I would say not sure.
I often feel that I have no career direction.
Yeah, strongly disagree.
Okay. I am choosing certain careers to please others.
No, I disagree.
I feel I have fewer choices because of who I am and where I come from.
Disagree.
I feel stressed or pressure to select the right career.
Strongly agree.
I feel I have missed opportunities to maintain my potential to achieve the career I want. I feel I have missed opportunities to maintain my potential to achieve the career I want. I have missed opportunities to maintain my career potential.
Strongly agree.
I worry that my studies will not lead to a real career.
Not sure.
I worry that my career path will not always be clear and known to me.
Strongly agree.
I often feel down or worried about a select career.
Agree.
I worry and I won't be employable when I finish studying.
Disagree.
Cool. Okay, we're just going to do these generalized anxiety disorder scales. This is just shows the scale of your anxiety over the last 2 weeks. So over the last 2 weeks, how often have you had any of the following? Feeling nervous or on edge? And now the scale, is not at all, several days, more than half days, or nearly every day. So feeling nervous or on edge? Not at all, several days, more than half days, or nearly every day.
Several days.
Not being able to stop or control your worrying.
More than half the days.
Worrying too much about different things.
More than half the days.
Trouble relaxing.
Nearly every day.
Being so restless that it's hard to sit still.
Yeah, nearly every day.
Becoming easily annoyed or irritable.
More than half the days.
Feeling afraid as if something awful might happen.
More than half the days.
Okay, good. Alright, we'll put a score on that one. I'll let you know.
Oh, hello. We're starting.
Okay, so just so you know that what happens with worry and like worrying about the future, when we worry about our career, it brings out an emotion. And what would you say? Well, we didn't really clarify, but what your emotions might be.
Stress.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's good acknowledgement of that. And the thought pattern you were saying that you had earlier on was, I'll just bring it back. I wish I'd started earlier. And believing in myself. The ability to believe in myself. Okay. When you start to think like that, we will talk about a behavior that starts to happen, and the behavior you were saying was like, going to sleep. Less exercise. Less activity. Not playing sport. Okay. And then what we do to cope with that is we, I was saying that you just try and keep yourself busy, which is good. Sometimes we just need to make sure that we understand that this is what's happening. When we worry about our career, we start to feel stressed about it and start thinking these kind of thoughts like, I should have started earlier. And the more we, think I should have started earlier, we then just go to sleep and we kind of like procrastinate on it, hey, and we put it all off. So just to see that that's what's happening, it's a good indication to. What do you think? What are your worries about starting this career? Let's list some of these worries. Money. Okay. So when we list them, we're going to list about say 6 of them. If you've got 6, and we're going to list them under hypothetic and real. Hypothetic means that it hasn't happened yet, and real means it's happening now. So you're worried about money that you have now, or money that you have to study?
Money have to study.
Okay. The cost of studying. Yeah. What else would you be worried about?
Finding time.
Yeah. Anything else?
Not at this moment.
Yeah.
I think those 2 are the
Yeah.
main ones I have.
Yeah, and this is good. You can take this with you. Sometimes with worry, what happens is we have all these worries and all these concerns, and they go around our head, and they can wear us out just by worrying. They're like a chain that links itself, and when it links and links, it just wears ourselves out, which is probably why, you go to sleep a lot. But yeah, if we learn to write them down and put them into two different categories, what's hypothetical means it hasn't happened yet, and the real, if you have anything in the real section, at least you can learn to deal with it now. So another good thing to do is, like, we worked out, okay, this is what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the future and my career, and sometimes it gets a bit stressful, and it puts us in this cycle of pretty much just procrastinating it, and putting it off. So that's one thing, is to reflect and go, okay, this is what I'm stressed about. These are my worries. But let's also reflect on who we are.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask you a few questions about that. What's your dream job?
A paramedic.
Nice. What do you list things that you're interested in doing, or your hobbies?
Sports.
Yeah.
Family. Hanging outdoors.
Cool.
And friends.
List any clubs or organisations or community groups you might belong to.
Nothing. All things to church.
Okay, church. What word best describes you?
I didn't know. There's a lot.
Yeah, tell us one. A good one.
I'll just say a bubbly person.
That's nice. When describing, when deciding on a job or a career, what things are important to you?
Family.
Yeah. Yeah. What about family? So when deciding on a job or career, what things are important to you?
Providing for my family.
Providing for
and the future ahead for my kids.
What barriers what barriers or things might get in the way of you achieving your goal?
Time.
Okay.
I think it's time.
How can you overcome this barrier?
Writing a schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Of my days and what I do in the day.
Okay, who will help you to get to this goal of being a paramedic?
Family.
Thanks. We just had a little bit of difficulty with that My Futures account, but this is your My Futures account. You have your own profile in it, and you can do different testings in it. Like, so we've just done this, got you to do that interest test for me, and it's come up with some top ones there. So we've got people, business, and creative as your top three. Yep. There's some work in there suggested, like career pathways in different occupations. Can you just read out some of them?
The work of teachers, nurses, police officers and welfare workers. It involves a great deal of personal contact. An interest in working with people can also include jobs such as sales, cashiers, waiters and secretaries.
Yeah, so you can see that it's working mainly with people. Working mainly with people, is that like that whole people contact? Do you think that's the type of person you are?
Yes.
Yeah. What kind of, does any of that resonate with you?
Yes, it does.
Teachers?
obviously I want to become a paramedic. I know I had an experience working for Nicoladius in regards of doing COVID testing, people when coming in contact with people, getting tested for COVID, and also learning how to take people's blood also. So, that was a bit of a.
And you enjoyed that?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah.
It's another reason why I wanted to become I want to become a paramedic.
Yeah. Well, explain that more. Like, why paramedic?
Just because seeing people obviously sick and unwell, just kind of not feeling themselves, just I have the heart to just help them and just want them to get better.
Yeah. Well, cool. Like, if we look at this further, so you can see, like that's your passion is paramedic. We've got our results here, and then we can go suggested occupations. And when we look at suggested occupations, we got like pharmacist, optometrist, counsellor, practitioner, general practitioner. They all come into play here. So and obviously paramedic is one of them. So we can even type in up the top. Go here and go occupations, and if we type in paramedic there, paramedic, there's an ambulance officer and paramedic. It shows you what the pay scale is, so it's pretty high in that 2000 level, and then the skill level, there's an associate degree, advanced diploma or diploma. I know that the degree in university is a bachelor in paramedicine, but they're like, it's obviously saying here that you can go in through a diploma level, so it gives you a bit of idea. Transporting sick and disabled persons to the medical facilities and specialised treatment and rehabilitation. So this is a good site to really look at. Noticed in there that it doesn't tell us what the degree is, so because you can go search the course, and then it'll tell you where. So you can also select in that search of course. It'd probably be better on like showing the filters. You can pick Queensland. You can pick the level. So if we went diploma, because diploma is a good place to start if you don't, you haven't been to university in a long time. So like that's Cert 4 in Allied Health, good place to start. And then if we click on it, it will tell us where we're in, so pretty much in TAFE in Queensland. And from where we are right now, there is a TAFE across the road. So TAFE Macrovat, it's saying, but also there's a Logan TAFE that should come up in that selection for you. Marta Education, that's a private organisation that you could also do it there. So from that, if we were to just write down 2 goals, what do you think? Think about things that you're not doing at the moment in regards to your career pathway and what you could action. So if we were to action one thing, what's your suggestion on what we could action, and I can help you out?
Applying for to go to university or to study. To start the career that I want to be in.
Have you done any study previously?
I did.
Okay. What did you do?
3 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I did Bible college.
Oh yeah, and what level did you do?
I did 2.5 years, and I did my diploma.
Oh nice. So you got an idea of what a diploma would look like. Just have a think about whether you want to go to a bachelor degree level, which is going to university, or if you want a child starting, at a Cert 4 or diploma level and then going up from there. Okay, so I reckon one of your first goals should be either looking up the career, the career pathway through TAFE or university.
Okay.
Do you know which one you would pick by any chance?
TAFE.
And just put Cert 4 in Allied Health. Or diploma. And the good things to look out for is one, where is the place? Is it close to you? Can you get there? Can you study online? Do you have to go in? And the cost of it.
Yeah.
So look at that. So we'll just write down all those kind of things: cost, location. So if you start to explore it, at least you're looking into it, and you've got a bit of an idea now.
Yeah.
And the website to go through would be TAFE Queensland.
Yeah.
TAFE Queensland is your cheapest option. Otherwise, you're going through like that MATA Education, which is the MATA Hospital, but it's a lot more expensive.
Okay.
But don't be afraid to do that. Second goal. What's a goal that you could do? Have you got a resume?
I do, but it does need to be updated.
Okay, well, let's update your resume. At least that will get you, like you can put your previous experience and your work experience, previous work experience, but also, I'll just write this down, and also your education.
Okay.
Plus education. And if you can do this all by the next time I see you, which will be in a week's time, then we'll be good to go.
Yeah. Awesome.
Alright, awesome. So we talked about like your existing problem, which is just being worried about, being a young mum and getting into your career pathway. You've got a career passion for paramedic. We looked at My Futures, and My Futures, I showed you how you can look that up and do your interests, but also how you can look up being a paramedic on there. And we rated your anxiety level, and we will re-rate it again when I catch up with you again. And that will be in another week's time. And then we'll just check on your goals as well.
Okay, awesome.
Cool.
Thank you.
Now, if you wish to see a professional career practitioner, there is 3 that we have as options. There's a Nia Lloyd, she's in Carina, Nikki Spitch-Kerman in Brisbane, and Robbie Spence in Greenslopes. So all 3 of them will be given to you, and then if you wish to seek further advice, you could do that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, bye.
Thank you.